Hello, this is Judy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be using the White Pines collection from Close to My Heart to make some Christmas cards. I'm going to make several different styles, and this is card number 1. Now, most of the cards I will be using my inks to ink the edges. I'm not going to show that on camera. It just takes too long, so I'm going to try and, hurry it up. So for this one, I'm going to use this tree and this Oh Christmas Tree sentiment for this card. And these are pieces. I already stamped the tree, and it is a two-step stamping where you stamp this with avocado and then on top with the New England ivy. And then the base of the tree is also 2 steps, so I stamped it with toffee underneath there. Okay. Anything else? This is a wood embossing folder on Desert Rose, and this was laying on my table, so I thought I'm going to incorporate it. And a way to get this color, all the Close to My Heart colors are made to go together, but this wasn't made to go. Color isn't part of this collection. But to make it go a little bit better than it already does, I just inked it with some of the red. And I'll show you how I did that. I inked the edges with the candy apple, and then I get my dauber, and I'm going to go over the raised edges to add just a little bit of color to enhance those wood panel type raised areas. And this wood panel embossing folder is retiring this year. Unfortunately, I love it. But anyway, the wood grain is so hot now. If you like that look, go grab it before it's gone. I know I'll continue using it for sure. So what I'm going to do is have a panel of the toffee and layer it right onto the card base. So it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Next, this piece is going to go onto the toffee, and I have some white glue that I put in here from the bigger glue bottle because this has a fine tip on it. You can get these on like Amazon or wherever, these little bottles. They're fabulous. I got them from a friend. Thank you, friend. I know if you watch this, you'll know who you are. So... and that is, I believe this one is then 5 1/4 by 4. So you just cut 1/4 inch off. I don't think that's part of the, maybe it is. Okay, another way to use this is to use a sanding block to distress it. It brings out the white core. So that is an option, and yes, I'm going to lay this back down. I just had to remember if I was going to wrap the ribbon, but I cut the ribbon precisely so that I'm going to have to trim it because I didn't do it. I should have put it on this Desert Rose piece before I put it down. That's okay, we'll make it work. All right, so that's good. And I like using the liquid glue to adhere my panels because it has a little bit of time to maneuver it if I don't get it on straight, and it's more secure. Once this dries, it's not coming off without ripping apart the paper. So this piece, we're just going to make a layer here. And this paper is part of the White Pines paper collection. I'm going to fold the edges over to really get those corners sealed down because I don't want those lifting up. I always find the corners are the troublesome spots, right? So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to layer a strip of the candy apple. Sorry for that bang. Sometimes some noises really echo and sound really super loud on videos, like my dog barking. Okay, see this? This is a sneak peek of something we're going to be getting. I think it's 1/4 inch though in the new catalog. Don't tell anyone I said. But anyway, this stuff is great for adhering ribbon. Liquid glass is also good, but I I'm leery about using liquid glue with ribbon, right? Because you never know if it's going to seep through and show. But this red liner tape is fabulous for ribbon. And whoops. And whoops. And get my tweezers. My fingers are not the best for little itty bitty things like this. We're also getting, oh, I can't tell you. Yes, I will. We're also getting some neat tools for adhering on things. Oh, wait a minute. One other tip. When you use ribbon, if you put just a little bit of glue on the edges, it helps to stop fraying too, okay? And just a little bit so that, you know, it doesn't seep through the ribbon or look like it was a wet spot. A wet spot. Sorry. A little humor there. All right, this is why I should have trimmed it before I put it on. And another tip, if you have the micro tip scissors, ta-da! These are non-stick, but they don't work with fabric or ribbon. These are not non-stick, but they are great with ribbon. And I put a little piece of twine here so I know always, even though you can tell they're a little different, this one's got black, this is silver. I still grab the wrong one every now and then, but that ribbon or that twine really makes me aware that that's what it is for, and not to use it on paper because it will make it dull. I got a couple of little, this ribbon is on clearance right now, August 2021, in the clearance section, very inexpensively. I picked up a bunch of it and it really is pretty. Isn't that just goes together really well with these two colors, Desert Rose and the Candy Apple. Okay, so these are the two layers I'm going to put down. And this is the White Daisy onto Toffee. These are just like mats to put my tree onto. And that's going to go right about here. And this I'm going to stamp with a Christmas tree in the New England Ivy. And I already have it mounted. So I got hair. Alright, so perfect. And I made this with New England Ivy so that it carries this color on here down to there. I could have used red too, but I wanted to carry the green down, even though there's green here for the parts of the little branches there. I got a little seepage, see? I didn't do my fold trick and I got some seepage. This is why liquid is good, because you can peel it off quickly and line it up again. It still didn't get lined up, but that's okay. Hopefully the recipient won't notice. Oh, and I'm going to pop this on some foam adhesive too, just to give it a little dimension. This is the thin foam. I really like this design. It's cute, simple, but eye-catching because I'm going to add some glitter glue to it, the stickles, and give it a little bling there. So there's the Christmas tree. We'll pop this up too. This is a little bit wider than the sentiment strip, so we're just going to try and get it centered. Now I'll put the tree down. And you know, if you could put this center, but it adds a little interest having it go off to the side. So that's a design tip. I think I'm going to add a little star. see if I can find one on my table. I have tons of stuff, tons and tons of embellishments from these stamp sets that I made with my scan and cut so that I could make a whole bunch of cards. Get started on the Christmas cards. I wanted to do it in July for Christmas in July, but yeah, I didn't get it done, but that's okay. So there we go. I'm going to add some glitter glue to it if I can find it, and I will show you the result in a close-up. Thank you. Stay tuned for card number 2.